Hey, RetconRaider here. Now, I'm sure you noticed that this weekend was the first time in a while that I haven't done a dedicated Phoenix Point video. Kind of. I mean, I guess this video counts as a Phoenix Point video, but... Shoot, let me start over. Hey, RetconRaider here. You might be wondering why this weekend's Phoenix Point video is so short and lazy. Well, the answer is simple. I'm pretty much out of things to talk about. As I've mentioned in some of my other videos, I've already touched on almost everything they've revealed about Phoenix Point so far. I've analyzed the interviews, the developer comments on Reddit and Fig, and all 20 of the short stories on the official Phoenix Point website. There's just not a whole lot left for me to talk about, unless I want to just start repeating myself. So, if I'm all out of things to talk about, then what's the point of this video? Well, today I thought we'd take a look at what kind of new information we'll theoretically be receiving over the next few months. Snapshot Games has stated that they're hoping to release new information about the game's development on a monthly basis, so it's only a matter of time before I've got some more great things to talk about. First, Julian Gollop himself has stated that the August update about Phoenix Point is going to be focused on the Geoscape. Snapshot Games has apparently been hard at work fleshing out the game's global strategy layer, which is where the player will handle their base management and send out squads to explore the world in search of scavenging sites and other havens. I think it's safe to say that the Geoscape is a subject of considerable interest to a lot of fans, so this should be a highly anticipated update. I've already got a few small details about the global strategy layer, mostly gleaned from interviews and comments around the internet, but so far it's not enough to justify a dedicated video. But hopefully that will be changing in the near future. Based on Julian Gollop's comments over on the official Phoenix Point Discord channel, we should be expecting this new update sometime in the next week or two. Beyond that, we know that Julian Gollop and Snapshot Games will be present at EGX 2017. EGX, previously known as the Eurogamer Expo, is the biggest gaming trade fair in the United Kingdom, and this year, Julian Gollop will be presenting a session titled From Laser Squad to Phoenix Point, the Evolution of a Game Genre. It will be taking place on Friday, September 22nd at 2 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time. You can watch it live on Twitch, but it will also be available for viewing afterwards on YouTube. So, what other Phoenix Point content can we expect over the next few months? Well, I've already mentioned it in one of my other videos, but it's worth repeating that we're about to get at least 5 more short stories set in the Phoenix Point universe. Originally, Snapshot Games only planned to release a total of 20 short stories, plus a few new ones that would be exclusive to the Phoenix Point novella coming out next year. But recently, Alan Stroud mentioned that due to the positive reception the fiction has received thus far, they're currently in the process of writing at least 5 more stories. Alan Stroud shared the names of some of these stories, including Colony, Behold the Man, Time Vault, and The Good Life. He also mentioned that Colony is apparently focused on the disciples of Anu, but he didn't share any other details. We'll theoretically start receiving some of these stories in the near future, but we haven't heard anything official about when they're going to be released. Perhaps the biggest news, though I'm not sure how official it is just yet, is that Snapshot Games may be unveiling an updated version of their pre-alpha demo sometime around October. The game is still very early in development, and the first pre-alpha demo was rather basic with a lot of placeholder features, so I'm hoping that the next tech demo will show off some more of the game's planned features. And of course, after that, the biggest thing we're all waiting for is the official demo that Fig backers will be getting access to early next year. If everything goes as planned, Snapshot Games is tentatively planning to release the early access demo sometime during first quarter in 2018. That means that we could potentially be getting our hands on the first playable version of the game in just another 5 months. Fingers crossed. So, even though I don't have a lot to say about Phoenix Point right now, doesn't mean I won't have more to talk about in the future. As you probably know by now, I do love talking about Phoenix Point. Though, to stray off of Phoenix Point for a quick moment, let me close out this video by spending a brief moment talking about XCOM 2. Over the past couple of months, I've had a few folks ask me why I haven't been making any videos about the upcoming War of the Chosen expansion. And there are a number of reasons, but one of the biggest is that Firaxis has been releasing information so quickly that I honestly haven't been able to keep up with it all. And now at this point, I'm just too far behind to reasonably play catch-up. But just because I'm not talking about it doesn't mean that I'm not planning on playing it. I'm a big fan of turn-based strategy games, and XCOM 2 is no exception. So, given that it's being released in just another week or so, I figured I'd go ahead and announce that I'm looking at doing at least a short-lived Let's Play series while I fumble my way through the new content. That means that much like with my Battle Brothers series, I'll be looking to fill my ranks with viewers, if at all possible. So, if you want to watch me ineptly lead your digital avatar to its death in the fight to take the Earth back from the malevolent forces of Advent, then feel free to let me know. I'll start putting together a waiting list of viewers to work into my brand new campaign. And hey, if you've got a copy of the game, feel free to whip up your own XCOM soldier with a custom name, appearance, and backstory, export the file, and then email it to me at RetconRaider@gmail.com, and I'll add it to my in-game character pool. And yes, I've got the Anarchy's Children expansion, so if you want your soldier to look like an extra from a Mad Max movie, feel free to use those options when designing them. Assuming everything goes to plan, I should be starting that train wreck of a Let's Play series shortly after the expansion officially releases. But for now, this is RetconRaider, signing off. Thanks for listening. Oh, and remember, although I do love talking about Phoenix Point, you can find out more about the game by visiting the official website, or the crowdfunding page on Fig. Links are in the description.